Same chart, same data, same time frame. 18 color changes became 5. That is what happens when you switch from ordinary candles to Heikin Ashi, and it is either the most useful change you will make to your chart this year, or a fast way to blow up an account, depending entirely on whether you understand one thing about it. That one thing is not the formula. It is that the prices you are looking at are not real. And almost nobody says that out loud. We will get there. First, what this thing actually is, because you cannot use it safely without knowing what it is doing to your chart. Heikin Ashi is a candle, but a calculated one. An ordinary candle shows you 4 raw facts about a period: where it opened, the highest it traded, the lowest it traded, and where it closed. A Heikin Ashi candle takes those 4 numbers and averages them together with the previous candle's values. Here is the actual recipe. The close of a Heikin Ashi candle is the average of that period's open, high, low, and close. So it is the middle of everything that happened, rather than the final print. The open is the midpoint of the previous Heikin Ashi candle's body. The high and low are the most extreme of the real high, the real low, and those 2 calculated values. Read the second part of that again, because it is the important bit. The open comes from the previous candle, which means each candle carries a piece of the one before it, and that one carried a piece of the one before that. It is a chain, and a chain is what smoothing actually is. Quick thing first, there's a free trading guide linked in the description. Grab it, it'll sharpen everything you're about to learn. So, what does that buy you? Fewer lies. On an ordinary chart, a healthy uptrend still produces a scattering of red candles. Price ticks down for one period inside a move that is clearly going up, and you get a red candle that means nothing. Do that repeatedly and your eyes start seeing conflict where there is only noise, and you talk yourself out of a good trend. Heikin Ashi mostly removes those. In a genuine uptrend, you get long runs of one color, and the color changes when something real changes. On the same data that gave 18 color flips as ordinary candles, the Heikin Ashi version gave 5. You are not seeing different price action. You are seeing the same price action with the stutter filtered out. That makes it genuinely excellent at one specific job: staying in a trend. If you are the trader who keeps exiting good moves early because a red candle spooked you, this fixes that better than any indicator will. Now, the thing that matters more than everything else I have said: the prices on a Heikin Ashi chart are not real prices. That close is an average. The market never traded there. That open is a midpoint of a previous calculated body. It is not a price anyone bought or sold at. So if you place an entry, a stop, or a target based on a number you read off a Heikin Ashi candle, you are using a price that does not exist in the market. The practical consequences are immediate. A stop placed at a Heikin Ashi low can be far away from the real low, which means your actual risk is not what you think it is. A breakout that looks clean on Heikin Ashi may not have broken the real price level at all, and the last candle's close is not the current price. So the rule is straightforward, and it is the whole reason this video exists. Read the trend on Heikin Ashi. Place your orders using real candles. Many platforms let you keep an ordinary chart alongside, or simply switch back before you click. That habit is not optional. There is one more consequence worth naming, because it catches people in a specific way. Gaps disappear. An ordinary chart shows a gap when a market opens away from its previous close, and that gap is real information. Because the Heikin Ashi open is derived from the previous candle's body rather than the actual opening price, the chart closes those gaps up and they simply vanish. If you trade gaps, or you use the opening price as a reference at all, this chart type hides the exact thing you are looking for. And there is a second cost, which is lag. Smoothing works by carrying the past forward, so a Heikin Ashi chart is always a little behind. At a genuine reversal, it will keep printing the old color for a candle or two after price has actually turned. You are trading a version of the chart that is deliberately slow. That trade-off is fine when you are holding a trend and want to ignore small moves. It is a real problem when you are trying to catch a turn early, which tells you exactly what this tool is for and what it is not for. Let me test you. 2 situations. In the first, price has been climbing for 2 hours. The Heikin Ashi candles are a long, unbroken run of green with almost no upper wicks trimmed, and the bodies are getting larger. In the second, price is chopping sideways in a tight range, and the Heikin Ashi candles are alternating color every 2 or 3 candles with tiny bodies. Which one is telling you something you can trade? The first, growing bodies in one continuous color, is the cleanest read this tool gives you. That is, a trend with force behind it, and your job is to hold it. The second is the tool telling you it has nothing to offer. Alternating small bodies means there is no trend to smooth, and in that condition, Heikin Ashi is not just unhelpful, it is actively misleading, because those averaged bodies make random chop look more orderly than it is. The wicks are worth a moment too, because they mean something different here than on an ordinary chart. A Heikin Ashi candle with no lower wick at all, in an uptrend, is a strong reading. It means the calculated low equaled the bottom of the body. There was no meaningful push below the open during that period. A run of green candles with flat bottoms is about as clean a trend red as any tool will give you. The moment lower wicks start appearing on those green candles, sellers have got a foothold inside the move. Nothing has reversed yet, but the one-sided pressure has ended. Watch for that before the bodies even begin shrinking. It is usually the first crack. One more practical question: where does this work best? Higher timeframes and trending markets. Because the tool carries the past forward, it needs enough participation per candle for the averaging to mean anything. On very fast charts, you get smoothing applied to noise, a tidy-looking chart built out of nothing. On higher timeframes, where each candle represents real activity, the smoothing removes genuine noise instead of inventing order, and pair it with something that tells you a trend exists in the first place. Heikin Ashi describes a trend beautifully and cannot tell you whether there is one. In a range, it will happily paint alternating runs that look tradable. A simple moving average, or just the shape of the higher time frame, answers that question first. Confirm the trend, then use this to sit in it. There is one more read worth knowing, and it is the most useful signal on the chart. Watch the bodies shrink. A Heikin Ashi candle with a very small body and wicks on both sides means the averaging has produced a near standstill. Buyers and sellers finish the period in the same place. After a long run of large one-color bodies, that small candle is the tool's way of saying the move is losing its push. It is not a reversal signal on its own, but it is a far earlier warning than waiting for the color to actually flip. So here it is. Heikin Ashi averages each candle with the one before it, which strips out the noise that scares you out of good trends. Long one-color runs with growing bodies mean hold. Shrinking bodies mean the push is fading. Alternating small bodies mean stand aside. And every price on the chart is calculated, so you read the trend here and you place your orders on real candles. What could that be worth? Let's do arithmetic. Say the only thing this changes is that you stop exiting winners early, you hold 2 trades a week to their actual target instead of bailing at half, and each of those was a $200 risk running at 3-to-1. Capturing the second half of both is roughly $600 a week you were already entitled to and were leaving behind. Around $2,400 a month, from an exit habit rather than a new setup. And here is where we go next. This strips noise out of the trend, but it says nothing about how deep a pullback inside that trend is likely to go. So the next video is the tool that measures exactly that. I'll see you there.